Ready for basketball inside the VBC Probst Arena, downtown Huntsville for the Rocket City Classic presented by Akima. Braden Liu against Aiden Sherrill for the opening tap, and away we go. Crimson Tide offense will go back to work, averaging 94 points per game.
Rarely seen set piece from Coach Oates. I know he doesn't like to have a lot of play calls, so always interested to see what they come out with on the first possession.
Baron Philon directing traffic to Sherrill. Now with 10 on the shot clock. Back to Philon. Just short on his first three-pointer.
You might need to capture that moment, because that might be one of the last times we see the shot clock go below 8 seconds today.
First possession for the Owls, who also averaged 94.5 points per game. Quick steal thanks to Alabama's defense. Here's Philon. Switch!
And that's been the difference in his game this year. A lot more comfortable shooting ball behind the arc. I said earlier, he's up from 31% last year. He's shooting with a lot of confidence.
Tied a career high with 29 points last time out against South Florida. Now the Owls feed it to Liu. Keeps possession alive. Taylor in and out.
I know that was a key for Coach Oates coming in today, was defensive rebounding. The last 2 games have given up over 20 offensive rebounds each night out. So being able to clear the glass when that shot goes up for Kennesaw.
Allen attacks again.
Good pass.
Sherrill through traffic.
Yeah, a lot of times it's hard for those big guys to go down there and catch a bounce pass, but great job by Sherrill to go down there and grab it and finish with 2 hands.
5-0 start for Alabama. Here's Cottle. First shot hits the back iron. Houston Millette, a tough rebound, and then he's fouled.
As good as Cottle is, I should say, because he's really good at that shot, but that's one Coach Oates will live with.
Holloway coming off 24 points last time out against South Florida after missing a little bit of time with a wrist injury this year.
Oh.
Tries to feed Sherrill, keeps it alive for Allen. Basketball was
opportunity to go grab the glass.
Philon gets moving. Too strong as he drives to the left side.
Yeah, it kind of seems Kennesaw State needs to see one go in here, kind of settle themselves. Great pass.
Rickard to Liu. Owls on the board.
Yeah, Caden Rickard, no stranger to Huntsville. Bob Jones, high school. Saw him play last year in high school. He's a great player, big guard for his size.
Philon, the step back, just short. Sherrill trying to keep the ball alive for Alabama.
Before the game, he said he thinks this is Alabama's best shooting team, 1 through 5. They put pressure on you. They're going to really get you stretched out. Maybe not that top-level shooter that they've had in the past, but I think 1 through 5, he thinks this is their deepest shooting team.
Owls 1 for 3 from the floor to begin this game. Rickard driving. Couldn't score. Ball back to Alabama.
Yeah, I love the aggression from Rickard there. It's always tough coming back and playing in your hometown. You want to have a great game, but you don't want to force it. So I think he's doing a great job so far, letting the game come to him and attacking when he can.
Keaton Bristow in the game for the Crimson Tide. Holloway driving. Cottle thought about attacking against Allen, now down the baseline. Here's Liu. In and out from deep. Philon.
Short.
The rebound by Bristow.
So should have a lot of familiarity and know where each other are on the court.
Picked to finish second in the preseason Conference USA poll behind Liberty. Reitzel Looked like he was shooting a three, instead dishes it out. Sherrill finding the open shooter. Another pass to Allen. Back to Holloway. Yes!
There it is. You see the side-to-side. Pass up a good shot for a great shot. I know Coach Oates is going to be happy with that possession.
Second made three-pointer by Alabama in this game. Sherman to Washington. Now Seals. Washington the O board. Ripped out of his hands by Reitzel. Opportunity for the Crimson Tide. Reitzel couldn't get it past Rickard. Ball does stay with Alabama. And Allen's foul.
Catch your away in Coach Oates' history. Should be hopefully the start of something really good.
A lot of reunions for the Crimson Tide, seeing former assistant Austin Claunch a few weeks ago at UTSA, and earlier this week, Brian Hodson, the head coach at South Florida. That was Alabama's last game on Wednesday. LeBaron Philon, Sherrill with liftoff.
Yeah, and there's the passing that we talked about in the open. LeBaron doing his job, getting two on the ball, getting off of it, and creating an easy opportunity for Sherrill.
Seals to Washington. Off the iron. Rebound by Holloway. Holloway, deep range. Woo! Give it to him. Abe Holloway can't be stopped.
That was all the way from Decatur. That was way downtown.
8-0 run for Alabama over the last minute and a half. Rickard on the pick and roll. Goes to Sherman. Trying to get past Sherrill, and he will.
Great job by Sherman there, playing under control, playing off 2 feet, using the shot fake. No Sherrill, the shot blocker.
Offensive rebound, Aiden Sherrill, keeping this possession alive. Philon to Sherrill! Alabama deep in the paint, taking over. Seals in the corner.
And Alabama is flying around on the defensive end.
Johnson scored last possession for the Owls. Works it inside to Simpson.
There you go. You see a little bit of offensive rhythm getting there now for Kennesaw State. Buckets on back-to-back possessions. They're settling in a little bit.
To Sherrill. Through contact! As well being the rim protector that Alabama needs.
Yeah, third in the country in blocks. You know, he's one of those guys, you get your value on the defensive end, and he's up to 11 points on the offensive end, so that's kind of a bonus for Alabama.
Cottle with his first three-pointer of the game. Yeah,
it was just a matter of time. He scored too many points, too long for him to have a full game of not getting the ball in the hole.
Bethia swings it to Sherrill.
Sherrill doing a great job of moving without the ball. Sees where that drive is, gets away from it, creates the spacing, and has created some off-work.
Stepped out of play, so the basketball back to Alabama. Amari Allen, great fake. Reitzel off the back iron.
Great job from Reitzel there, selling that ball screen and slipping out of it. Got an open look, and one that you'll live with if you're Alabama. Good pass.
Rickard working it right inside to Braden Lou.
Been really impressed with Rickard tonight. He's played under control for a true freshman who's back home, playing in front of a lot of family and friends. I'm sure he's been really good tonight. Set himself up and set his teammates up too.
Defensive rebound for Lou off the missed three-pointer by Bethia. Four in a row have gone in for the Owls. Johnson the iron, fight for the rebound. And
This is not what Alabama was looking for there.
good to see Boboan not only get up, but stay on the floor for the Crimson Tide. Reitzel with the floater from the free throw line. Latrell Reitzel Jr.
And again, the scouting report is to run Reitzel off the three-point line, but he's going to make you pay both places there.
Lou against Bristow. Blocked from behind by Amari Allen. Here come the Crimson Tide. Bethia! Yes! And one.
So it's everybody's Super Bowl every time they go out and play Florida.
Back underway here in Huntsville. So many Crimson Tide fans able to see Alabama close to home as opposed to in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, what a great day this is for the city of Huntsville and Alabama basketball to be able to be seen and be around the entire state. I know.
Johnson knocks that down.
Kennesaw State here with a little full-court pressure, trying to get themselves going, maybe mix up the looks a little bit.
Aiden Sherrill. Foul going up for that.
Both offensively and defensively.
Allen the O board. Holloway with the three.
Good to great. And there's another unselfish play by LeBaron Philon to find the open shooter. LeBaron and Aiden Holloway both shooting 43 from three on over 5 attempts a game. So both getting them up at a high rate and a high efficiency mark.
R.J. Johnson heating up.
And you hear a little bit of an extra roar there for the Huntsville native when that three went down. So love to see that.
Nice balancing acts by Philon.
RJ had a great high school career playing for legendary coach Jack Doss, who has been around coaching high school basketball since the 1920s, but an absolute legend who's won a ton of games here in Huntsville.
Simpson off the back iron. Johnson, the O board and the score.
Everywhere right now. There's the O glass again, kind of rearing its ugly head against Alabama.
Philon. Back iron. Sherrill right there for a hard-earned rebound and even draws.
It's going to be the other end of the floor, and that's what separates them. That's what's going to help them if they want to really go on a run and be able to beat good teams. That's what's going to be the difference maker for them.
Lou from deep went over the backboard. Philon with 11 points. Top scorers have been Aiden Sherrill with 15 for the Crimson Tide.
Great job by Caden Rickard there, moving his feet, cutting him off, sending him to the baseline, making him pass. Yeah, you can tell Sherrill's feeling good tonight. Putting the ball between his legs, throwing a spin move in there. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Philon.
Great job by Caden Rickard.
That's short. Now the Owls in transition with an opportunity.
That's twice in a row. Caden Rickard's done a great job of moving his feet, keeping Philon in front of him.
Cottle. Off the back iron, another rebound for Amari Allen, his 4th of the game. To Holloway. Back to Allen. Allen drawing the foul against Rick, or Aiden Sherrill continues his good work.
Right, and it's the quick decisions that Alabama's making. It's those 0.5 where you either dribble, pass, or shooting within 0.5 seconds and never giving that defense a chance to reset and reload. You know, we talked about how slow it was at the beginning, but here Alabama is with a minute left in the first half, and they've got over 50 points. So getting their offense going on the right foot.
Amari Allen goes 2 for 2 at the line. Johnson's been a great spark. 9 points for Kennesaw State in this first half. Lou spinning against Sherrill. Swatted away by Aiden Sherrill. Ball will stay with the Owls.
And there's that shot blocking again, being a difference maker on the defensive end.
Johnson. Too strong. Braden Lou cleans it up. Shot clock turned off for the final 20 seconds of this first half.
Let's see what kind of, or if any, play Coach Oates draws up here. Again, that guard-to-guard screen. LeBaron getting downhill.
Swings it to Millette. Houston!
That's a shot that's not either a three-pointer or at the rim. I know that's a shot chart Coach Oates is going to be happy to look at.
Underway in the second half of action. Turnover on, nearly a turnover on the first possession for the Tide. Still a fight for possession, and it will go the other way.
You love to see that your freshman point guard that's starting for you in a neutral site game that's really like a road game being the first one on the floor.
Well, yeah,
Imagine we might see something for Simeon Cottle here out of the timeout.
1 for 6 from the floor to begin this game for the top scorer on KSU. Braden Liu going to work in the post. Amari Allen off the glass, couldn't finish, and then tapped out of play.
And again, Alabama trying to create some confusion with those guard-to-guard screens and allowing their guards to get downhill, and Kennesaw State that time does a good job of talking and communicating and walling up in the paint. Same play.
Amir Taylor against Sherrill. Just over top of him.
Yeah. Alabama switching ball screens down on this end, so Kennesaw State trying to go with the ball screen and a throw behind and take advantage of that mismatch. Good play.
Amari Allen, give it to him.
This is Sherrill's personal highlight tape tonight. Did a great job in the short roll of not rolling into the help and making a good decision for the open shooter.
Crimson Tide get another takeaway. 9th turnover by the Owls. Sherrill. Can't miss!
Why not? He has been on fire tonight. Been a great night of him. Doing a little bit of everything.
7th three-pointer he's made this season. SEC teams, yeah, you got to guard him on the perimeter as you get ready for the start of conference play in a few weeks.
And that's what Coach Petway talked about in the before the game was they do a great job of stretching you out when all 5 guys can make a shot from behind the arc.
Now Simpson just inside top of the key, couldn't get that to go. Holloway let everyone go by, and then he makes them pay. Double figures again, Aiden Holloway.
Yeah, I think that's been the difference for Aiden this year. Not so much relying on just the jump shot. He's gotten to the hole and not just stood behind the arc and fired up jumpers all night.
Corner 3, Amir Taylor.
Yeah, and you can see this is the way teams want to play, or both teams want to play. Getting up shots, playing comfortable, playing with fluidity, playing with confidence.
Last trip for Taylor, only his 2nd three-pointer of the season. Now to Cottle. Mid-range floater.
Yeah, that's a veteran move. Watching Cottle before the game, a lot of guys just come out here and get random shots up, but Cottle was very specific and very tailored to what he was working on and got to that shot a lot, so good to see the carry over there.
Phylon, yes!
That is a pro move. There's not a lot you can do with that as a defender.
And now a steal to Holloway. Aiden draws the foul. Aiden draws the foul.
And again, Alabama basketball. Quick shots or turnovers on the other end, leading to the fast break and leading to numbers in Alabama's advantage going the other way. Love to see the sportsmanship from Cottle. Last thing anybody wants to do heading back into conference play is have some kind of nagging injury or something that carries over and lingers into the next year.
Charge so far for Aiden Holloway, 4 for 7 from the floor. So he goes to the line for the first time today. Excellent free throw shooter at 94% on the season. Jaleel Bathiel, Latrell Wrightsell Jr., Keaton Bristow all coming in for the Crimson Tide. One more for Holloway. Points in this game in Huntsville. Braden Liu trying to get past Sherrill, has to back it up, attacks again, and another block. Aiden Sherrill cleaned up by Liu. For 2.
And that's Liu's game is the activity and the energy level on the glass and in both places.
Holloway off the back iron. Good defensive rebound by Ramon Seals. Touch last by Alabama.
I don't think Aiden Holloway agrees with that call. Could be wrong.
Alabama.
You can tell with the frustration in R.J. Johnson's face that Aiden Holloway might not have touched that ball.
So Nate Oates gets to keep that timeout that he called for the coach's challenge, and we're back underway with Alabama in front, 74-53.
But that play right there was a great example of the activity that Alabama's showing on the defensive end. The fake in and the fade in that Aiden Holloway did there caused the turnover. And I think that was the play that Coach Oates was trying to run earlier, that Bull Bowen got the moving screen on, so it was good to see a little bit better execution on that one.
Oh, and Franquan Sherman. Here's Holloway. To Wrightsell. He's got it. Latrell Wrightsell Jr.
And that's a couple times tonight that he's gotten the ball on the floor and gotten to the rim and done a good job of finishing, that time with his offhand.
On Holloway, really nobody in foul trouble for the Crimson Tide. Nobody with more than 2 fouls so far in this game as we have 9:10 to go.
And just their 8th team foul as a whole for the entire game. I know Coach Oates has got to be pleased with that. Something they pride themselves on is playing without fouling.
Here's Ramon Seals running the baseline. Theo Bourne leads to the make. An opportunity for one more at the line.
Kennesaw State's hanging around. You know, Alabama had a chance to put this up to 25-30, but it's right at 20. They're a couple threes away from this getting decently interesting.
Wrightsell's 3-1. Oh, and good work on the boards by Kennesaw State. Johnson, underhand, couldn't get the finish at the rim.
Almost a fantastic finish. That was really athletic.
Holloway, off the back iron. Transition opportunity, Cottle, got it. Actually, Sherman.
Yeah, great job by Kennesaw State there, going defense to offense, getting up and down. That's the way they want to play.
Wrightsell from the baseline.
Wrightsell, you can tell he's put in some work on finishing around the rim, getting to that 8-foot spot, being able to finish that little push shot and score in different ways.
Lou trying to go to Johnson. That'll be a turnover on Kennesaw State.
Other guys who can contribute and kind of pop off for that 15, 20, 25-point game from night to night. So they're a tough cover.
Phylon.
Not matched up after a free throw. That is going to be a talking point next time film is watched for the Kennesaw State Owls.
Braden Liu wanted to go to Cottle, instead puts it up himself. And his third foul, and one no good. Gets the Crimson Tide back moving with the basketball. Phylon again.
Big boy move there from the Baron Phylon.
Sherman got Phylon to Sherrill.
I was going to compliment Kennesaw State's defense on that possession, but good offense, beats good defense, and LeBaron getting downhill and dropping it off to Sherrill for another easy one. Great job by Sherrill sitting down, guarding on Cottle there, one-on-one in space.
Amari Allen.
Great rebound.
Grace Simpson right there. Another foul.
A ton to learn from this, and just the confidence of, I mean, they're +7. They're up 7 in the second half, so the confidence that they can play with a top 25 team has got to mean a ton for them.
Huge showdown with Liberty coming up on January 2nd. Continue CUSA play. Tried to go to Reitzel before it's tipped out of play. Crimson Tide, more time to work with. Holloway to Amari Allen. Welcome back, Amari.
Yeah, that was a athletic play at the front of the rim. Great play by Aiden Holloway to set him up there.
Simpson. Sherman the O board. Now Cottle. Got it.
That's the one. If they're making jump shots, they are a handful to deal with. Again, that's O-Glass creating second chance opportunities for Kennesaw State. That's been the bugaboo for Bama so far this season.
Reitzel working inside. Doesn't score, seals the rebound, and a foul points. Double-figure scoring for Ramon Seals against Alabama. This is the final one, and the basketball back to the Crimson Tide's Amari Allen. Final minute of play here in Huntsville. Reitzel. Fires on that three.
I'd say he earned these 2 free throws. There was a lot of physicality on that one.
Did not play against South Florida on Wednesday, dealing with that hip pointer, but has returned well for the Crimson Tide in this game. Amari Allen, 9 points and 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been active today. Done a great job of being involved, being in the play, not just standing and watching. Ooh.
Lou. Thought he lost control of it. Instead, he spins it back outside, and Cottle with a 3.
I think Lou's going to claim an assist on that one, but I don't know if that was intentional. And that 3 gives Kennesaw State 51 points in the second half. So we talked about it in the open, but the capability is there.
And they force a turnover, have a great fast break chance. Cottle